All right, today we're building a merchant agent that will handle order status, returns, product search, cart actions, checkout, and support tickets. So all in one. And we're going to be building it with the agent builder in Vellum. I gave it a few instructions here on what I wanted to do, but I'm going to say, tell me first, how would you approach this? Do, I don't want the agent to execute on this. I just want to hear the plan. So it says takes customer message, routes to specialized nodes, uses an agent nodes with tools for each API endpoint, allowing the AI to intelligently decide. Okay, so I actually want to do something differently here. And so I'm going to say I actually want to mock all of these tools and let the model decide which ones it wants, which ones it want to use. How would you build that? How would you build that? Let's see. Okay, so now it's saying that it's going to build with agent node and it's going to use mock tools, which is what I want. So let's see how it's going to create this. Essentially, the ideal state of what we want to see here, it's an agent node that has, I think, 6 or 7 tools with some arbitrary code that execute a specific action. So if it's like product info, it's going to have like a list of products in a product catalog. And based on that, it's going to have like different arguments that it will ask for in order to answer a given user query. So for example, if someone asks like my order is late, can you refund me? It's gonna ask from the refund tool to execute on this and capture all of the information before it actually gives an answer. But it should all be executable from that agent node. So let's see. It's currently building and editing the nodes. And it's creating like 7 nodes there. So maybe it needs a bit of time to create it. But I like that it tells me here that it's creating an agent node, that it's mocking the tools for each of the functions, that it's going to take an input for customer messages, and then the output is going to be the agent's responses. And the agent responses can be like a final answer, or it can be a function that it's executing. There's some import issue that it generated. It's currently fixing it. It's checking the nodes. It found out that the files were partially created, and it's trying to clean it up. And now it says that it has everything working well. So 1, 2, okay, merchant agent. Let's see, we have 6 tools, we have GPT-4o, and we have a prompt. When I click on it, I can notice that I have all of these tools. So check order status takes the order ID and the customer ID, and it needs those 2 arguments before it executes on this function. And we have some mocked orders here that we can check to get status on, and this is great. Once I have my scaffolding, then I can, instead of having like mock orders here, I can instead connect to my APIs where I can pull order data into this agent. Same with the rest of the tools. So we have process return, like what is the process, search products, this is my catalog, manage cart, process checkout, and supporting tickets. I'm gonna increase the number of prompt iterations here, and this is basically the number of times that an LLM should or is able to execute on whatever task a user gives it. And so, for example, if we have 20 iterations here, that means that the LLM can basically execute something 20 times in order to finish a task. So let's say if someone says, check the order status, process my return, or search for this product, or manage a cart, and like a few other instances within one prompt, if that prompt takes like 20 iterations of this LLM, like this will pass. If the LLM starts to go in a loop, then this will kind of break that loop instead of wasting a lot of tokens. So for the input, it generated chat history and customer ID. I'm going to delete the customer ID. I'm going to delete the message because we're only going to be working with the chat history. If I open the prompt, I'm going to see that it generated pretty fine prompt. It had added a chat history. I'm just going to delete it and add a new one just for chat history is unmapped. Okay, now it's good. Customer ID, we don't need it. Message, we do not need it. This one is referencing the chat history, so we do not need a user message here because everything that is going to be happening throughout the conversation is going to be passed here. And then we're using GPT-4o. I would like to enable streaming, or actually no, I'm not going to do it. I'm just gonna have it like it is. So let's test it. So hey, what is my order status? Actually, I need to go here in the chat history to run a simulation. Okay, so I'm gonna run this. Ideally, oh, I know this error. I don't think that I'm on the right container. So let me just update that quickly. And now I'm gonna try to run it again. And so now it should tell me, what's your order number? I can actually answer this without you telling me what's the number. Okay. Can you please provide me with your order ID? Great, that's what I wanted. So I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna run this. And then once I do, it should come back with an answer. Okay, you see, like, it's checking the status and all of that. And again, like, if this is taking a bit of time now, it's because I'm using GPT-4o. Like, you can always use a faster model, or you could have like different structure that it's not going to take as much time. Maybe you would like to have like different agents and then a router between them so that everything moves faster. But just for the purpose of this demo, I wanted to show you how easy it is to actually mock this example. And then I'm going to say, I want to buy the AirPods. I actually have no idea what kind of tool it created. Okay, it says it seems that we currently don't have any AirPods available. What do you have available? And I know that this is mock data and there isn't a lot of tools here to query. Not tools, but products. But let's see, we have a coffee mug. So if I say I want to purchase the coffee mug, and then I click run. To purchase the coffee mug, I'll add it to your cart. Could you please provide your customer ID so I can process with adding the item? So customer ID it should know, but like that's the scaffolding that we got. So I'm gonna say like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have no idea if that's actually gonna work, but let's see. Customer ID 1124. So manage cart. So it said that I have all of these things in my cart. So that's not good. I don't want all of this in my cart. I'm gonna say remove the headphones and the case. And again, like you should go in and update the prompt once you're testing. But again, like you could see how easy it is to test all of these prompts even before you integrate your tools. So this like mocking data is so impressive and useful. Would you like to add the coffee mug now? Yes, I would like to add the mug. I'm gonna run it. It says quantity 1, customer ID, and it's calling the tools. And it says, okay, you have all of those things in the cart and this is not correct. And I'm gonna say, yes, we can proceed to checkout. Okay, so to proceed with the checkout, could you please provide me with the following details? I need to add shipping address, promo code, and payment method. Payment methods is PayPal, and address. Oops, I did not want to do that. PayPal and address is Sprague Drive 1124, San Diego, USA. Sprague Drive 70. Run. It's like at this point, you can have like different guardrails to check if this is an actual good address, if it's a valid address and things like that. But for now, it's adding the shipping address, and then it said your order had been successfully placed. Here are the details. And so we executed on this, but what happens if there's an issue? So let's actually prompt my agent builder to add another tool. Now add another tool with mocked code that will escalate to a human if there is an issue, a more technical question, or if the customer is angry. So now what this should do, it should add a tool in this merchant agent that will do exactly that. And the next time we're going to prompt the chat history or the chat here that we're angry, it should escalate to a human. So now it's thinking and editing the notes. Okay, seems like it has edited. Okay, so now we have 7 tools. And there is the one. And then I'm gonna say, now add another tool that will send an email to Anita at Vellum. Or wait, let's actually test this tool first. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be angry. This is not what I ordered. And then I'm gonna say run. And this should escalate. Okay, I'm having that same interesting error. It keeps bringing me to our latest SDK. And I know that we're currently working on that one. So I keep coming back to an older one where I know it actually works. And so you see, like, it creates a support ticket. And it says, I'm sorry for the confusion. I've created a support ticket to address this issue immediately. Okay, so interestingly enough, it called the create support ticket, which is great. But then I can say, I need to talk to a human. And now it's gonna call escalate to human. And it has given me that response. So how can we actually escalate to human? Let's try to actually incorporate a given tool here. So now create another tool that will send an email to Anita at Vellum using the Gmail tool we have available with Composio. Just to cut this demo short, like even if I tell it just generally that it should use, or even if I tell the agent builder that it should send an email, it will know to detect that I have a Gmail tool integrated here with Composio. But just to wrap up this demo quickly, what it's going to do, it's going to add a tool here in my merchant agent that it's actually going to send an email to me with the latest issue that was escalated here. It found my Gmail send tool, and now it's going to edit and update the note. And we should see, oh, there's an issue. Okay, it's solving the issue. And we should see like number of tools 8 here. And the next time I run it here, like, we're gonna delete this one and we're gonna run the last part to see if it's actually gonna send an email. Okay, seems like we have it. It's here. Let's see, send notification email. Okay, it decided to code a mock data. That's fine. We can still use that. But ideally, we wanted to add like a Composio tool here that uses Gmail. That says like send email, like this. And now within here, we can say sends an email to whatever email you provide. And in the prompt, if we say something like, here's a user message, after you escalate the issue to a human, send an email to Anita at vellum.ai with a summary of the issue. Okay, so I think like this should work. Let me just connect these two. For some reason they were disconnected. And if I go back, let me just check my SDK once again, come back to the one that I want. And now if I say I need to talk to a human, it should tell me this was escalated and it should send an email. So escalate to human, great. I've already escalated the issue to our senior customer success team, great. And actually got the email. So let me just put it here. Oops. This is the email. Customer order issue, immediate attention required. We just got this 0 minutes ago. We have an urgent issue that requires immediate attention, and that's the details. And that's it. That's how you build your agent.